Come on. Hey guys, Fat here. I'm sure you guys didn't think I was gonna be done for the week. And that one video, that 9/11 tribute I did yesterday, was gonna be the only video I did while I was here. If you did, wrong. So, I've had some time since I did the video last night. I tried to go online for my 30 minutes a month. Thank you for that, Spectrum, shitheads. But the video did not go up. I'm gonna have to try and post it when I go home, as will this and any other video I do. But before I get to any announcements, I have a couple of announcements regarding a couple of series that I am bringing back, or I'm gonna continue. Because there were a few of my series that I came up with, or things that I dropped, that I wanted to start up again. But before I get to that, I have a big video, another thing I needed to discuss. I did a video talking about a little bit in depth on this, but I have been a NASCAR fan for a long time. Ever since my mom and Ray were together, and those two loved each other. They never got... The only reason they didn't get married legally here in the States, and they got married in the Bahamas, but never was made official in America, was they didn't want me to lose the money my dad, Steph, gives me, so it was for the best. But Ray was like a father, and he introduced me to the stock car racing industry. I think one of the drivers that honestly stood out to me and made a lasting impact on not just my auto car fandom, but as a fan, was Dale Earnhardt Jr. And in fact, I'll go one further, the entire Earnhardt family, because that family epitomizes NASCAR. Without Dale Earnhardt Sr., NASCAR would not be where it is today. Granted, it was a freak accident what happened to him and how he died. I know Junior said, do not blame Stern and Mullen. I do, but I only am going to do it this once. Martin, I am glad you're gone, you piece of shit. You wreck people on purpose. I've seen you do it before, many times. On the footage, you've done it your whole career. Screw you. That's all I'm going to say on that asshole. Now, as far as the Earnhardts, it goes beyond just Dale Sr. and Dale Jr. It goes all the way back to Ralph Earnhardt, who, if he's not in the Hall of Fame by now, he probably shouldn't be, because he only raced on the dirt track. If he had gone to NASCAR, he probably would have been bigger. But his son, Dale, was a legend. Dale Earnhardt won 7 championships, which he's only now, at the time, he was the second person to do it. Jimmy Johnson has now been added to that. Not that I don't hate Jimmy Johnson anymore. I could take him or leave him. But I have no idea what Johnson's overall win ratio is, or how many races he won. Let's think about this. Jimmy Johnson's only been racing since 2002. 2002 was his rookie season. And it was a fight for the only reason he didn't get Rookie of the Year that year was because Rookie at the time, who has now become I don't know if he's still racing at the same level he was, because I don't watch NASCAR anymore, is Ryan Newman, who won a lot of races the following year, but he only won 1 or 2 races in 2002. During his rookie season. And Johnson always outdid him. But Will he be on the level of a Dale Earnhardt or Richard Petty? Time will tell. He's already tied the record. That's enough to put him in the Hall of Fame right there. But I will not get completely on board the Jimmy Johnson bandwagon unless he wins the most races or he breaks the record for most championships. Then I will make my decision. But for now, let's talk about the Earnhardts for a bit, because that's the family. You could argue the Pettys also, but I think mainly because of Dale Earnhardt Sr., the sport evolved. And it goes way beyond his wins. That Dale 500 he won, the 76 wins, and even the Intimidator persona, and the Man in Black persona. He was an honest, genuine man, from what I understand, because I never got to meet him, unfortunately. That would have been nice. Unfortunately, he died in 2001 in that freak accident, and a lot of people call that the blackest day in NASCAR. Yeah, that is a pretty bad one, and it took him dying for the Haynes device to be used all over the place. And because of Dale's death, sadly, he's now, I think some people put him on a pedestal and say he was a true star, and yes, he was. I'm not going to deny that. But let's face it, he had not been winning before that. Before that 500 he won in '98, he had not won in a long time. That was his first win in 77 races. Or 57, I don't remember which. Please correct me in the comments if you want to see this, guys, because I want to know. Earnhardt Sr. is a legend, and he had also won, which I actually have the footage of this race. I would post it, but I don't want to get it taken down. The last race in 2000 at Talladega. They had a whole new setup system at the time. They used it for a while in the Busch / Nationwide series. I don't know if they still use it, but it allowed for more rapid fire changes. There were so many leaders in that freaking race, it was hard to keep up. And that was one of the first Talladega races for his son. And I'll get to Junior because he is my favorite race car driver. Maybe, well, next to Earnhardt and Petty, he's up there, but Earnhardt Sr. is definitely on the all-time best list. And I think you could argue he did more than Petty but I'm not going to go into that. Now, here's the thing. Where did Junior get it? And I'm going to go into Junior now because that's more who I'm more familiar with Junior. Where did he get his fan base? A lot of his fan base. A lot of people, I would argue, would not be on the Junior bandwagon if it hadn't been for the death of Dale Earnhardt Sr. And I know I'm going to get called out for that. I understand it's a controversial opinion, but in the wake of his father's passing, he got the fan base that his dad had. And you could argue he has a bigger fan base now than his dad did, because he brought NASCAR into the new millennium as far as being marketable and being, you could say he's one of the most popular drivers. He's won that award a lot. I don't know how many times he's won that award. I know Bill Elliott won it almost every year for a while, but at least that's what I understand. But unfortunately, now let's start with the good stuff. His career started in 2000 Well, you could go back 2 years prior to his Busch Series run, which 2 championships in a row, might I add. So, he had potential. Then 2000, it was an up and down year. If you've read his book that he put out, it went from Daytona 500 of 2000, where he made his debut, to the infamous 500 where his father lost his life. Hopefully, now that he's unfortunately going to return, I'll get to that in a minute or two, a few minutes. He'll write a new one, talk about his entire career. He touched a little bit in the book about his relationship with his dad. And there's been plenty of times he's been interviewed about his dad that he's come out with this stuff. He won a couple of races, and then after his dad died, he struggled for a bit, and then on the 4th of July, 2001 at Daytona, in the July race at Daytona, he won the Pepsi 400, and then he won again at Richmond following 9/11, which today is 9/11, might I add. 16 years. Holy crap. I mentioned this last night, but that was one of the most sad things that ever happened. And that's saying a lot. At least in my memory, because I wasn't around during some of the worst stuff, like the Holocaust, but I'm not going to go into that right now. Junior won a lot. He didn't win every week, but he won pretty well. Then he left the EI and went to Hendrick Motorsports. That is where things started to go downhill in my view. Yes, Hendrick gave him better engines, better equipment. But he won a lot at first. He won a few times at first. He won in the Busch shootout, in the Bud shootout. That at the beginning of the season, that it wasn't for points. It was just a exhibition race. It was his first time out in the National Guard Mountain Dew Amp car. He won, but he has not been winning as consistently as he once did. His career has gone downhill. And you could attribute a lot of that, and I'm not pointing names at Johnson or even Jimmy, at Johnson or Jeff Gordon or anyone else. It's just, from what I've seen, he has not won much, and the concussions didn't help, which I guess brings me to his retirement after this season. It's sad. This is his last season, and like I said, he's probably not going to be looked back upon without some criticism because he didn't do everything like his dad. Look, he's a different person. He's not the Intimidator. There will only be one Dale Earnhardt Sr., and anyone tried to do the stuff Dale Earnhardt Sr. did back in his day now, they would be suspended for life. Granted, you could argue there are a couple of people who deserve that, but I'm not going to go into that. Now, Junior is obviously my favorite driver. I'm wearing his shirt. Let me actually... This shirt right here, promoting Batman via Superman, and I have his flag right freaking over here. So, he is my favorite driver, and it's sad he has to retire. However, it's for the betterment of his health. I'm okay with it now. I just wanted him to win at least one championship in the Sprint Cup before he retired, but that's not gonna happen, so... That does it for my NASCAR discussion. If you guys want to tell me who you guys want. I was a Kurt Busch fan, but now he's just an idiot. He's a nobody now compared to his brother Kyle, who's I believe it's a bit more relevant to him, so yeah. Now for the announcements. As you guys may know, for a while I was doing Talking and Racing, which is a miniature podcast of sorts, where I talk about things I like while playing racing games. I'm gonna announce this now. It's gonna make a comeback. I'm rebooting that series, starting sometime soon. I do not know when I'm gonna start that up. I don't have a schedule set yet. I want to stop putting out videos more frequently. And that's another thing I want to announce. I'm going to be doing videos every time I can, whenever I think of something. And I want to do dual videos again. Only thing is, I don't have the software for that. I tried a couple of software, a couple different things, but I couldn't go over 2 or 5 minutes. So, without buying it. So, I don't know when or if I will be able to get dual videos. But I will try and live stream though. That's another thing I want to do again. If I have to use dual books, so be it. But I want to learn how to do it off of Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Percy, which is what I'm using. If I can figure out how to get Google Plus to work that way, or hell, you know what? Screw it. I'll do it on Twitch if I have to, just to get some plays. I don't even know I don't even know if Google Plus is still good. They've changed how that freaking thing works so much. So, I will try and live stream again. I don't know how. But I will figure out how to stream Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro in some capacity and show you some duels. It may not be against real opponents, because until the ban list, until the current 7 decks get killed off, I don't know what I can do. Although there is a Zodiac invoked deck in the AI opponents, so I might show those, since those are kind of relevant. Which, by the way, I'm 0 everything against both those decks, just for the record. And as far as deck profile, actually, I have an update as far as my Alright deck, because I started picking up Pact of Pendulum Evolution today, actually. And I actually got some pretty good cards. Let me find them. The main one, which is obviously going to be a free of, Astrograph Sorcerer. I got one of them. That's nice. I unfortunately don't have all the form of the new magicians yet. I got this card. This is not from Pendulum Evolution. This is from Powers of Legend. I decided to try out Unice Dissolver. It's a kind of a hand trap and a fusion at the same time. Plus the 2600 beast stick as far as defense. 2600 defense. I don't know. There's not much that can get over that. Heck, Firewall Dragon, I don't think can get past that. Here we go. As you know, I actually got a second White Wing Magician, and as you can see, I got Purple Poison and Black Fang, and I already had Harmonizing Magician. So the only magician of the main 4-dimension dragon that I'm missing is Double Iris, which is the Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon magician. And I also need 3 Osteograph Sorcerers, and that'll be it. I mean, if I can get on IV and on a Vortex through these packs, which is in there, that would be great. And I need at least one more Time Star. I'm trying to remember how. Yeah, Time Star Magician. At least 1 to 2 more of that. But those cards are coming really easily. So, but I don't have Zarkador's Alliance. I know I've said this. I don't know if I said it on here. If I had to guess, they will be reprinted as a part of Legendary Dragon set next month. Which actually, next month's my birthday, which is a big birthday for me. Next month on the 26th is my 25th birthday. That is huge. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I know in the past I had done videos talking about what I got. Depending on what happens, I might try and do that like I did in the past. I definitely want to try and aim for those movie swords. But that's gonna be a probably Christmas thing, if not after Christmas when they hopefully go on sale. So we'll see, and I will review those. Unfortunately, Dino Charge reviews are gonna be few and far between because my mom, I accidentally messed up one of my Pink Ranger figure, which I think I had already reviewed. So I think I'm okay in that aspect, but the Pink Ranger's arm is loose and I can't use her, so without risking the arm popping off because my mom was stupid and got the glue. Yeah, you know that shoulder piece that comes up and breaks off? I glued most of them on. The one on the Pink Ranger came off. She glued it in the wrong place and it broke the arm. So I think I already covered her, so I think I'm good review there. I'm gonna try and do the other Rangers that I have. As far as other things, DVD reviews. Yes, I wanted to do those for a while. I just haven't got the motivation. And seeing as a certain Yu-Gi-Oh company don't want me people using images from Dark Side of Dimensions or Franks, I am gonna still cover Dark Side of Dimensions when I get it on DVD, just like I did the Power Rangers movie. However, I may reshoot that because that video was not the best. I should have gone more in depth, and I think Easy when they did, which by the way, go to RVT Entertainment's YouTube page. It's RVT Entertainment. You can't miss it. It's in my subscription feed. It's in my subscriptions. They don't put Toku Time there, but all their live streams are now on YouTube. All Ninja Steel to this point is up there. Plus they did a movie review of 2.5 hour movie review talking about the movie in depth, better than I could. But I do have to agree with something Easy Grinder said. Who the frack, and to quote Easy more correctly, who the mother of thighs, and cover advice for you that don't know, thought it was a good idea to give Raider Repulsa a power coin. Stupid. I blame that on either the writers or Zordon, one or the other. And they don't even obtain the power coin in the movie. I'm guessing if there's a sequel, they're gonna try and explain that away. We'll see. Talking to Racing will return at some point in the near future. It's not going to be on NASCAR Net 2003 because I can't get that disc to work. 9 on the PS3, maybe. I don't know what I'm going to do there. What else? I have NASCAR reviews up the butt I can do. I have some DVDs I want to do, WWE wise. Maybe some Power Ranger reviews in the meantime. Deck profiles will be coming. I don't know when I'm going to post them, because I'm waiting for the new format, and I keep saying Zodiac needs to go. Some people seem to think because they got reprinted and whatnot, they're going to wait one more list. I don't think they will. With Mrs. Radiant and all that, they came out and go to the Duelist. it don't matter that they can't span the field with exceeds like they used to with that. So they need to kill Zodiac. They need to do something to True Draco dinos, which I don't know. And if you saw what happened with Satella Knights back in 2015 and how they just hit Rhoda, it was kind of a scapegoat hit. Instead of hitting the deck directly, which I still say that was a bad move. But, and I understand why Blue Eyes last year wasn't hit, because it was still new and they had a movie had not yet come out in America yet, so they needed, and I don't think they'll ever hit Blue Eyes. But alternative freaking needs of official reprint. Sage, which is the most expensive card in that deck. Next alternative got reprinted in Battles of Legend. And you need 3 of him. But you also need 3 alternatives. When is that gonna get reprinted? I was hoping to be in the 10s, but no, of course not. But yeah, deck profiles will be coming. I may do some old deck profiles of decks that have been hit. You know, retro style deck profiles for decks from back in the day that have been hit, or... And there is going to be a hero deck profile as well. That's another video. That's another one I'm going to do, because I have not talked about heroes in a while. And I got 1 or 2 new cards I can use. DDDs are still incomplete. I still have not gotten the Crystal Wing or the rank 8 DDD Super Doom King yet. Once I get those... And I might skip the one DDD support from Code of the Duelist. I'm not sure yet. But, and so, other than that, that's it. This video's gone on too long. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.